Howdy girls and boys of Minecraft. So I wanted to give you guys just a quick intro as to, okay, you first bought the game or downloaded it or have the beta, but what do? Because look at this. Yeah, that's right. There's no instruction manual. You download it, no instruction manual, nothing. You can see what the controls are. Big help, but that's about as far as they go. I turned the music off so I don't have any kind of problems come up while I'm doing this, but I'm going to give you guys a quick one too, so that way you guys can get going, but more importantly, so that way you guys can do it right the first time without having to get all frustrated. So let's do it. Alright, so when you get started, you're going to be able to select a world. Just pick yourself an empty one, and it'll generate a random map. So the random map will be anything. There's no, obviously, because it's random. So you don't have to choose it though. Just because it pops up doesn't mean you have to. So okay, so here we spawned. So what happens if you die, anything happens to you, this is how you will spawn every single time. So you want to ensure that around you have pretty decent amenities or something you can use. Otherwise it just makes your life horrible if you suck and you die a lot. It's really helpful to be close to where your house is, or your location. We're really on the lookout for one resource right now. Obviously a lot of people tell you, get started with a tree. It's like, well, that's super and all, but the way I do it is different, because I want to look for coal. If I can't find coal, there is no reason to even get started on this map. And sure enough, no easy source of coal, so we'll kill this one and try another one. Alright, well here's our next randomly generated map, and oh, look over there, hallelujah, coal. Let's do this. So at least we know where the coal is, we just have to get over there. Hey, black duck. Alright. The nice part about being really close to your initial spawn area and having these decent resources is that it makes your life a hell of a lot easier, because if you happen to die or anything happens, then you're good to go. You know exactly where to go, and no big deal. Alright, so that coal was over here on this face. Now we gotta get down there. First things first. Oh, look over there. First things first, let's get some wood, because we already know it exists, so we can continue with this map. So just go ahead, hit the tree. Alright, hit the tree, good. What you want to get is just a tree with the wood. You really don't need a lot, at least in this initial time, because this is just the first day we're talking about. So just so you know, a day in this game is measured, well, duh, it's like a day in the real world. There's the sun somewhere. What the hell is it? Ow, shit, it's already there. Damn, we gotta get going. The sun will go to here, it goes up to here, and it's noon. It starts cresting over here. If it starts getting around here and you hear the music, well, I have the music turned off, but if you start hearing music, you better get your ass in gear and get going, so. Okay, one thing is you want to look over a corner like this, hold the shift button, which puts you in a crouch. You can then go all the way over to the side without falling over. Otherwise, it's a little long way down. Nice thing about dirt, you don't normally want to do this, at least as far as... there we go. So we're already hitting bedrock. That's gravel. Alright, so we are looking good, actually. Gravel's really nice. I'm gonna get some more gravel. Why I want to get some gravel is because I need to make a little portage. So check this out. So gravel, if you use gravel, it's gravity specific, so it'll drop, which is what we want. Just want to make a little step. Aha! The magic. But how do we get to this coal? Because you can't use it with your hands. You can't punch the coal and... See, it ain't doing nothing. So you have to use a pick. So what we need to do first is just go to here. This is our crafting window. So this is your guy. Sup. Here's what you have. So in this case, let's take the wood we harvested. first things first, just put it in there and you'll see it turns into wood planks. Right click and you'll just turn it a whole thing into wood planks. Next thing we need to do is make a crafting table. So if you pick up the stack and right click in here, all 4 of these, you get this crafting table. You'll need that because we need to build picks. You'll also need to get some of these sticks. So just make it look like this and you get sticks. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is your hotbar, which correlates to the ones in the bottom there. So make sure you use that. You can use the mouse wheel to get there too. So let's build ourselves a little makeshift hole here. I have a feeling this is where we're going to be bunkering down for the evening anyway. Just be careful because if you always want to do the top first and then the bottom, otherwise bad things can happen. There might be a cavern or a cave or something, and that would suck to be stuck there. So let's use this opportunity to put our crafting table down. So all you gotta do is when you put a crafting table down, you can right click. Aha! See, now you have this 3x3 grid. That's what we need. To make a pick, you right click your resource. Make it look like this for a handle. Take your wood. Aha! Wooden pickaxe. We'll get to the other stuff later, but for right now, we gotta get moving. So let's get that damn pickaxe going. It's slow, but bam, out pops the action. See? That's what we need. Nice part is you can do this for the yeah. Don't go too crazy, because you need to really focus more on just getting some. So in this case, 3 is plenty for right now. Okay, so that way we are set for the night. We need to do the following. So we have our coal. We also have these sticks. If you put the stick and the coal together, you make a torch. You will want these really fast, because if you don't, you won't have any light. And having no light when it starts getting dark out, which it will fairly quickly, leads to your life sucking a lot. So we are going to do the following. Since we have our torches and we know where we are, remember, we spawned over there, so let's put ourselves a marker. The marker will help us identify where our entrance was. And since we got some time, I say we spend it hollowing out our cabin a little bit here. Okay, so one thing to be very aware of is never ever ever do this. Because if you're right above something, stuff will fall on your head. And stuff is like that gravel. Remember I showed you this gravel that if you pick it up and drop it, it will kind of move anywhere it goes. So imagine the following. You just unpick this rock here. What's coming right below it? Boom. Right on your head. That is game over for you. So just make sure whenever you're picking, stay as far away as you can. And never pick up and down. And if you have to do it that way, go away, so that way you can at least see if there's a big black hole there, and before you pick the ceiling. Always let it fall, because otherwise there could be gravel up there. One other tip is, if you see this dirt, you see this dirt here, if there's ever green stuff, that means you're at the top, so don't go any higher unless you want to have a little hole for things to come eat your butt. So okay, so then just to keep this thing kind of short because we're running quick, the basic cave is as such. When it starts getting dark out, you do not want to have this 2x2 block. You want to have that. Preferably I use dirt because dirt is easy for us to move, but screw it. This 1x1 block you can't get out of. More importantly, stuff can't get in to get you. The reason I chose this is because see all this nice stone? You can sit here all night getting stone and kind of getting your supplies up. So for the first night, make sure that you got your torch, make sure you got a nice place to rest your head, and you should survive the night. Worst comes to worst, you can always box yourself in. There you go. I hope that was helpful.